Y'all, happy daylight savings. It's a little rough for me. I actually didn't wake up until I think 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock. I'll say 2 o'clock, about 2 o'clock p.m. I actually stayed up to see the clock go from 1 o'clock in the morning and it jumped over to 3. No 2, just 1 to 3. And so I was really tired and I just ended up sleeping in. And I did go for my walk already. I went earlier, but it was so hot. So hot. So I came back in and chilled for a minute, and then now I'm out here in my chair. And I'm out here in my pajamas, sitting in front of my yard with my long pajama dress on. And I don't care. Just sitting here chilling. I won't be out here long because I feel a slight breeze, and I don't do well with breezes. I don't do well with wind and breezes. And living here in Colorado, a breeze brings cool to cold air when not necessary. So it's not necessary, but it's okay. It's all right. But I'm chilling on a Sunday. Hey, to you guys who have to go to work on Monday, peace be with you. I respect y'all. I'll reminisce about going to work and have some fond memories, but I don't want to be that to be my scene. And so, I was doing some planning and everything, and I'm like, you know what? I'm pulling myself back to here, being here. Don't worry about tomorrow. I'm still struggling with that. I'll have so many anxieties about days to come when we know that people are crossing over one by one, and what makes us not become that number. So I'm just gonna enjoy this. I'm drinking this bubbly. It's like grapefruit bubbly. Um, I don't know, flavored water. It was a nice thought, but this is grapefruit. It's not that bad. My favorite ones is cherry. I like strong flavors, so the cherry one is a very, very strong one, but the strawberry is not that bad. And the mango, I don't know. Mango tastes like oil, but I do like the strong ones. So I'm just sitting here drinking me some bubbly, and got my little tray over here in front of me, but nothing really to put on the tray. So after I finish talking to you all, I'll probably, I already have my pods in, and I'll probably listen to a audio book. I just started listening to The Bluest Eyes, and it's by Toni Morrison. I don't get it, but I know I have to listen some more. It's just the way she's making a dialogue in the book. Like, what are y'all saying? So I just got to listen some more. So then I can't remember the one author that I started getting into. So I don't, I mean, I'll start getting into some weird stuff. Like this book is called Beyond the Locked Door, The Girl in the Locked Door, whatever. I forgot the author's name. And she's real dark. When I say dark, yeah, her stories are real dark. So I started listening to that, and I'm like, I think the author's last name is McFadden. Frida McFadden, I believe. And these are really, really dark and creepy and very violent. So she don't get it as violent as a book could get, but you get it. It's one of those like, yeah, I get the violence. Yeah, you can imagine the violence. So the storyline, I read the first one, The Locked Door. And then I read one that's independent by itself. And I think The Locked Door was the one, I don't remember the names, whatever. The one with, I think, the maid behind the lock, I don't know. But it's kind of like the same. But they changed scenarios and they changed the characters. but the plot is basically the same. But she gets away with it. So now I jumped out of that. I said enough of that. So I got it. Went into Toni Morrison. I was reading, trying to think, Sadiqa Johnson, of course, and then I'm trying to think of the author. Can't think of her, and it was Mama's Girls. I can't think. Those were woo. And it's a black author. Yeah, I don't know how to describe those. Violet, of course. I don't know why I'm getting all these books, but I go on Black Girls Read Too on Facebook just to get some ideas for good books. And so when I see everybody kind of like a lot of comments and saying this one, and then you get a lot of likes on that book, then I go look the book up. I read books for enjoyment, and I read all type of books, all kinds of books. So I think I've gone through at least 15 books since I started this Libby app, and it's just the library. It's connected to your local library, and so a lot of the ones I've had on hold or waiting for have been released. I'm waiting for I'm reading The House of Eves, but I'm waiting for the audio version. I need to, when it comes to House of Eve, I got to find a place where I'm just chilling, and I'm not, I'm so ADD, I have to have so many things going on. And so I got to read it when I just in the quiet of just reading her book, because I want to hurry and read hers, or the other one's going to become available before I know it. But there were so many people waiting for the audio. But sometimes, I think after I get finished going through all the books I have on hold, I'm just going to pick random books. I forgot this one book. It was a random book. And this guy and this lady, she found out her mom had given up for adoption. She was in foster care. And then, so somebody contacted her. She was grown. Somebody contacted her. Your mom's, she's a drug addict, but she just delivered a baby. And the baby, we're either going to put the baby in foster care, or you could come take care of the baby. So she took care of the baby. Then she had to share a house with another guy because they put them together for housing. And he had a brother who was 15 in foster care. It's the whole kind of like a Harlequin romance thing. And of course, at the end of the day, they all hooked up and became one big happy family. So yeah, that was just out of the blue, off the grid book. And it was cute and it was nice and everything. But I try to get some reading in and stuff like that to keep me entertained. Of course, YouTube keeps me entertained too. I watch YouTube a lot. And I do social media. TikTok is not my favorite. It's not number one. Instagram is. And I like to take, because I have a fashion doll collector. So I've lately dress them up, make a scene, put them in position for a scene, and then I go to ChatGPT. My last one I really liked. I had them arranged a certain way, and I told ChatGPT to make it a hospital scene. It was cool the way they did it, and then I uploaded it to my Instagram doll site. So I do like Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, I'm a lurker. I just kind of go in there and being out everybody's business. I don't always comment. Most of the time I don't. I just be in their business. I just read and see and go, ha, 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 whatever, and move on. But I also like Facebook because they have crochet groups. Like I said, they had the Black Girls Read Too. It's Black Girls Read, and then there's another one, Black Girls Read Too, with the play on words, TOO, and also two, because it's a second part of the first one. And then there's another one called Black Educators. I like that one because there's a lot. That one is kind of really good for those who are teachers. Administrators, I feel like y'all don't need to be on there because they do complain about administrators, and I don't think you really can explain your point of view because it's usually opposite of what those teachers are wanting to hear. But hey, once in a while, an administrator will jump on there and say, hey, at my school, this or that or whatever. But it's a really good group for the teachers to vent. And it's so funny. Sometimes it's just hilarious, and sometimes I get it. I just really like identify really heavy with it. So Facebook is more my I use that intellectually for just information, like keeping updated on what's going on. But if I'm on social media the most, it's YouTube. I'm always watching videos. I'm watching videos, movies, shows. I don't do a lot of Netflix, but even though I do have Netflix, but I share my Netflix, and it's not always available for me. But I tend to try to keep myself busy. I haven't gotten to the store to buy some yarn to finish my bedspread, because that's what I like to do the books is while I'm crocheting. I like to be busy all the time. I don't like to be still. Like I'm out here, I'm talking to y'all, but once I get off of here, I can't sit out here long. I think I'll do the audiobook, but the sun, like, it's creeping below, and trying to adjust to this change of time. But I'm gonna let y'all go. But I did go walking, and I did walk for 30 minutes, and but I found out, don't go walking after 2:00 p.m. It's too daggone hot. Have a good one. Like, comment, subscribe.